Yep.
thing. And I said,
All right.
it's a simple thing. You got a $7,000 pay raise. I said, you think you'd have
I'd like-
this decency with taxpayer money that you could show up for 5 minutes and walk
I
through the
would-
door.
I would like to
Say,
call the
I've submitted my report, you have this, whatever.
All right,
Sorry, lady.
no problem. Like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance?
That's up to you. You're the chairman.
All right, we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Brian Muldrow is excused. Amy Sargent is here, Bob Shea, Mark Strong, and myself. I'd like to get a motion to approve the minutes of January 20th.
I'll move January 20 minutes.
Second, Mark.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. There are no appointments listed on this Ways agenda. And there are 2 Ways resolutions tonight, but if we could start with the department reports, we could start with our treasurer to see if anyone has any questions on the information he submitted or he wanted to highlight anything. Any questions for Dave? I did talk with Dave today and he did include the occupancy tax information, which represents the figure for 2025. And the document that he included ended the year at 1,260,360,000.
Is that it?
1,260,000 and then which represents the fourth quarter of 24 and the first 3 quarters of 25, which is how he said they've always calculated it. So we did put in the budget, he included the amount we put in the budget at 1,282,000, which was an estimate, and we're very close to that information.
In the packet, that piece.
It's in the Ways and Means agenda. It's one of the attachments. The room tax 2025 is attached for our information. And as I said, the final number was $1,262,000.
Bob, if you want any clarification on that, I'd be happy to sit down and go over.
Oh, okay. Any questions for the treasurer? All right, thank you very much. Grace?
Yep.
You do have one resolution, but if you would kind of highlight anything from your report, that would be good.
Sure. As well, probably got my updated sales tax report for February, just for anybody who didn't see it, we are up about 2.26%, same time period from last year. That's February. And then I also wanted to highlight, we did receive our quarterly, our first quarter adult use cannabis sales tax. One of the things I just wanted to highlight is I noticed this time that there is another dispensary that opened in the town of Victory. It opened at the very end of the quarter, so the sales tax we received was very small, but for next quarter, we should see increased sales tax on that. So just to kind of give you a heads up on that. And then the other thing I just want to highlight is now that we've gotten the first installment for property tax was due February 10th. So we'll start bringing in a lot of revenue from the towns and such. So I'll be working with Dave to kind of move some of that money back into higher interest bearing accounts so that we can start earning interest on money again.
I had talked with Grace about apparently you're working now at the year end about the closing out 2025. Yes. And that the hope would be in March, at some point in March, either the Ways or the Ledge meeting or ideally
March.
Okay.
Could push out, but hopefully March.
And that would be for our purposes, the audited amount of our fund balance, correct?
That's the unaudited amount.
Okay, the unaudited amount of our fund
We won't get
balance.
we won't get the official audited until later in the year.
And that based on the resolution that we passed, you'll be highlighting the various departments
Yes, as a whole, like the
Yes.
departments as a whole, yes.
and where there were areas that needed to be made whole because there was a deficit.
Correct.
And you can also talk about revenues and what hit and what was under revenue and what was over.
Yes.
And, we did start last year with quarterly reports from the departments, and we were thinking that potentially in the first quarter of 26, they could come and give us an idea of how 25 ended. But if you do that, I don't think that would be necessary.
I would agree.
But that will be good information whenever you can, get all the accounts closed. I am going to ask Angela Skellington, who is our auditor, to come and present at next month's meeting, just to kind of go over her role. And so, I think it would be good to meet her, reappoint her to that responsibility. And she'll do a very small report next month. That's the plan.
One of the things I did want to add that's not on my report, just before the meeting, I did go out and we did have the updated numbers for our sales tax accrual. So I preliminarily put numbers into my worksheet, and it looks like with the new accrual for December, we'll fall short on our sales tax revenue by about $535,000.
Okay. Can you remind us last year?
I don't have the number right in front of me, but it was 200 and something thousand.
Okay, so a little bit. Okay, so it might be a half of $500,000 shortfall if all things hold. I mean, or that's
No,
pretty.
no, five is the shortfall.
Oh, it is.
500,000,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Ways and Means 1 is your resolution, right?
That's correct.
It's in Tom Bunn's budget, but it's your resolution?
Yes, it's because it's the financial system for Munis. It's
All
our
right.
Munis financial system. So, yes, and talking with Tom, we felt that, I would bring the resolution forward. So this is really the annual maintenance agreement, for, our financial system. So it's updates, any maintenance we have throughout the year. I mean, they do several updates, software upgrades, different things like that we have to, if we don't have this agreement, then, we're not privy to any of those updates, which we absolutely need.
Okay, so this is with Tyler Technologies,
With Tyler, yes.
and it's an annual agreement, $202,000.
Yes.
Move it.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any questions for Grace on that?
This for software updates?
I'm sorry.
Is this for software updates?
It's the annual support agreement. And so, yeah, so it's support, it's upgrades, it's anything with the Munis financial system, yes.
They're pretty responsive.
I mean, I think so, yeah.
Are you talking support?
Yeah, when you call them, do they?
The software too, right?
Yeah.
This is the whole software, not just the upgrades.
Yes.
It's a
licensing
agreement as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it's every module we have. It's slightly higher. We had the capital asset module added, so that's part of the increase, but yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be working, Amanda and I talked, Amanda's gonna be working with Tyler for us to see if we can get better pricing for the next 2 to 3 years out. So we're gonna be working with Tyler with that as well. So.
Okay, thank you. Jenny? Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Madam Chair,
Vote on that?
vote on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Give me that face. At first and second, I did good. Hi, Jenny.
Hi,
Sorry they're picking on me.
that's all right.
I know,
They're just keeping you on task.
I guess.
So you have my report in front of you. Just to add, the Board of Assessment Review training has been scheduled. It will be held here on May 1st. So the state generally provides us those notices to go out to the members that are required to have training, and then we invite any of the other members, or if the town wants to send anybody else to it, they're welcome to attend as well. But I'll probably put that in next month's report as well, just so that you guys officially have it in writing. You can go back and look at something.
Okay. Jenny, you have one resolution as well, adopting a resolution to extend the contract with Auction Internationals, Inc.
Correct. So we entered a contract with them, piggybacking off of a contract with Herkimer County back in 2023. So that was for 1 year with 4 possible 1-year extensions. We've already done 1 extension, so this would be the second extension of 4 that are available. With our agreement with them, we do get a portion of the buyer's premium back to the county. So we get 4% back out of the 10.
Certainly. Well, why don't we get a motion in a second and then we'll.
I'll move for discussion.
You second? All right, go ahead, Mr. Shea.
Is 1-year agreement okay with you, or would you like to?
Well, so I've been renewing it annually. So it gives me up to 5 years, the initial contract that we had. It's how it was phrased within the Herkimer County. So we did the same way, since we're piggybacking off of them. It's the same.
You don't see yourself changing,
Yeah, they've been wonderful to work with.
right? That's what you were
They
referring
make the
to,
auctions
right?
very easy. And like I said, the fact that they share the buyer's premium with us is
Yeah, no, I don't have.
is a
any-
benefit since we've lost the surplus revenue funds.
No, because you were wondering if you wanted to make it more than 1. Is that what your question was for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I anticipate that I will extend it the following 2 years as well, yes, but,
That's fine.
Okay.
or request to extend it, I should say.
We have a first and a second. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Right. Let's. Diane? Uh,
Hi there. All right. So I think one thing I'll just highlight is that we did have an opportunity to go up to Fulton recently. This New York State Civil Service was doing a session on their transformation and what to expect with what they're developing for exams and how they're going to be moving forward with that. So that was very interesting, and we got to meet some other of our coworkers in other counties up there. So that was a nice day. We had good weather, so it didn't snow either when we were up there. The other thing too is I was asked to give an update on the compensation study that we did in 2024. We have been reviewing that, looking at the information that the consultant has provided to us, and I will be bringing some resolutions in March to hopefully get your approval to update the comp plan and move that forward. So if there's any questions anybody has for me?
And I think when we spoke, this is based on Capulet's work, but you have made HR has made some adjustments to that data because it's gotten old.
It's gotten old, so we aged it.
Yep.
To bring that up to date.
Right.
So,
And if plan is to go ahead and have legislature approve the comp plan, moving the grades from 8 to 30, that's sort of how it.
right, the study suggested that we do 8 grades, so based on the span of the grades, they were quite big. So it.
Oh, we had 8, they recommended 11, is that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
11
Yes.
grades, so the spans of the grades were quite large, so it made it, looking at where they had suggested as far as changes for certain positions, we felt, or I shouldn't say I felt it would be better if we took the overall scale of what they were proposing. So looking at where they started their grade 1 and where they ended it, because they were trying just to, slot in positions as best they could, that if we increased the number of grades but stayed within that same scope of range. So the minimum for the grade 1 was the same, only our grade 30 ends at around the same total that they ended their grade 11, that it would give us some more flexibility internally as to putting positions into the scale more appropriately.
So more to come next month.
More to come next month.
With the adoption and any of the changes that are recommended from that.
Correct.
Okay. Questions for Diane? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Amanda O'Grady?
The only thing I'm just gonna add and highlight, I guess, in my report is that Thursday, I have 14 bid openings for the highway department. Next week is the DSS supervised visitation bid opening. So we'll have information from that for whoever submits.
Do you know how many submitted?
No, because
okay.
they have up until.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, 10 a.m. I believe is the time that I set for that one. So they have literally up until that exact, and then anything received after 10:00, anything received at 10:01 is rejected. So I know there's at least 3 parties interested in bidding. So I received a lot of questions. So that went out in a QA document. So that is good. And then the following week, we have our bid opening for the leased copiers. So we have all those bids out there right now. If anybody has any questions or anything else on my report. And I'm meeting with Tyler Technologies tomorrow to try to renegotiate what our current rates are.
And that would be after this.
Yeah,
This
it would be,
contract.
yeah, it would
Yeah.
be starting for 2027. Yep.
Okay. Good. Good. Any questions for us? All right. Thank you. Okay, we've done the 2 ways and means resolutions. We can go on to health and human services.
Thank you. We have 14 resolutions. HH1 is authorizing the chair of the legislature and the public health director enter into contracts with professional engineers for assistance with septic system and public water system approvals. I have a motion.
I'll move that.
Have a second.
Second.
We talked about this in committee. There are several different vendors that she said that they use so that they can make sure that they get them as quick as possible. And they use the most competitive price as well. So
Yep.
no other any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
HH3 is authorizing to create the public health director to fill a director of environmental health position. That's through the health program and in the budget.
I'll move that. It's based on a vacancy.
I'll second for discussion. The help is fully funded? Because it's part of the help program.
Yeah, the director of environmental health is, almost every position is going to be held, correct?
Correct.
So everything that we have has to get recreated for help.
Wasn't it?
But it is a funded position
Yes.
for 26, so we're just.
That's a pretty critical.
Funds.
It says create, don't we have these already created or no?
No, we have to create the position when there's a vacancy in a competitive position to then be able to call it a health position.
Okay,
And then the crazy part is after a year, it has to be moved back to the competitive title.
Correct.
Are we going to have to do that by resolution as well? or-
Yes, so actually a couple of those will be coming in March and April. One will be I should probably mention that in my report too. I'm working on provisional appointments that have people who have been serving for over a year provisionally, who we know tests won't be given to them, to move them into health positions. And then those people who have been serving in the health positions for over a year will be out and into competitive positions. So those will come in April.
Madam Chair.
Or just, it's housekeeping. I guess is the best way to put it.
So and I'll use this one for an example. This position, we have to change the title of the position to be able to move it into the health program?
So we changed the title to indicate that it's a health program title by putting in parentheses, health program. So
Okay.
otherwise the title is.
And it's
The same. There was,
it's fully funded by the state or
no, it's in the health department's budget.
in the budget?
Yep. Right.
How long has that position been vacant currently?
Just.
Somebody just resigned?
January.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And she's still missing the engineer position, so she's trying to recruit if possible, somebody that could.
She's gonna try to fill the director of environmental health with a person like we had who had an engineering degree. I don't know if she's gonna be successful with that or
Pretty
not, but
competitive.
we need a director of environmental health because she just left in January. Yep.
Anybody internally, any candidates internally?
I don't believe so.
No.
Kathleen's on.
Kathleen's up.
Any internal candidates, Kathleen?
The requirements for the non-engineering aspect, there potentially could be some, in which case we encourage them to apply. There are no internal candidates who are engineers. The county does not have any engineers on staff.
And if I'm through that, that would be your preference, but you'll do what you can do to get this position filled, correct?
Yeah, we definitely would prefer an engineer, but
Yes.
we know that we will be hard pressed to find somebody.
Yep. Okay,
Did you have more questions?
No, I was kind of reading Kathleen's mind why we don't have anybody.
Is it Kathleen, it's Mark, is the reason that we couldn't find an engineer due to pay scale?
Largely, yes.
Okay.
But in fairness, we have only just started looking because the position only just became vacant.
Thank you.
Kathleen, is that something we need somebody on staff full-time or can we sub it out?
We need a director of environmental health full-time. It's, we've never not had a director of environmental health who has not been an engineer. So this is where we struggle right now in trying to identify how much time required the engineer, how much time required the administrative expertise and the knowledge of the programs.
Okay. I'm not picking you apart. I'm just trying
No,
to.
that's
Understand
good
it.
questions. I can't really tell you, we had this vacancy for a period of time when there was a leave of absence and, our deputy and myself covered the administrative stuff as well as we could, but we thought it would be temporary and there's absolutely gaps in our knowledge base. So
Yeah.
you need someone with a wide spectrum of knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, I remember discussing that and we were okay temporarily, but now that it's more permanent, I get it. Okay, thank you.
And the engineering part we're paying for separate, which is expensive, right? Well,
under
so
contract.
we had talked about different variations of posting, but this would be the ideal way, so we're starting with that position.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Carried. HH4, authorizing the public health director to carry out a budget modification in the WIC program budget. Can I have a motion?
I'll move that.
I'll second.
I don't know, it's pretty straightforward. It's moving things around. It's around 22,000. It's taking things out, and putting them back in. It's an even cost neutral shift. All in favor?
Aye.
Carried. Authorizing the public health director to accept funds of $23,084 from New York State for participation in Article 6 State Aid Year 13 Performance Incentive Program activities completed by the Health Department.
Move it.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to move to bundle HH6, HH7, and HH8. All three are contracts for Social Services Department. First one's for Q-Track to provide virtual queuing and appointment solution. HH7 is to renew a contract with Community Action Programs for the provision of non-residential domestic violence services. And HH8 is to enter into a contract with Children's Home of Wyoming Conference for the recruitment, training, and retention of foster parents.
I'll move 6, 7, and 8.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
HH9 is to create the Director of Community Service the Director of Community Services to fill one full-time coordinator of substance use initiatives. So again, with the HELP program.
I'm moving.
I'll second. And again, this is a position that just has become vacant, but it has to create language in there because of the health issue again, correct?
All in favor?
Aye.
HH 10 is to accept the New York State Office of Mental Health funding for the enhancement of the assisted outpatient treatment program.
I'll move that.
Second.
Second. Oh, God.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
HH 11 is authorization for Cayuga County to enter into a contract with Cayuga Counseling Services for the reimbursement of costs associated with screening eligible patients in Cayuga County using FLIPA funding. Have a motion?
I'll move that.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried. I'd like to move to bundle HH 12 and HH 13. HH 12 is authorizing to create and fill a budgeted staff social worker position at Cayuga County Mental Health, and 13 is a second staff social worker position at Mental Health. Lauren Walsh had shared with us that one was a vacancy and one was someone who had just resigned, so they're backfills.
I'll move 12 and 13.
Second.
Is that a second?
Yeah. Talking my George.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Moved. HH 14, authorizing the Director of Community Services and the Chair to continue contracting with various
I think
agencies.
that's the pulled one, Abe.
Oh, I thought the second one was pulled.
No, that, Amanda, that's.
Yes, she
Lauren-
referenced HH 14. Let me just double check.
So did I skip?
No.
Oh, that was pulled earlier. I have the old one. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yep, so HH 14, cross that off. That one was pulled because it was all set.
But you realize she already had a contract for that.
That's right, yes, sorry. HH 15 then, authorizing the Chair of the Legislature and the Director of Community Services to accept regional OMH state aid and enter into various regional OMH state aid funded contracts on behalf of Central New York Directors Planning Group.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, next is government ops, and I'll fill in with Brian not here. GO1 is authorized to fill a deputy county clerk position in the county clerk's office. Christine's here if there's any questions, but that was discussed at committee and she feels that the county clerk 3 position is important for the office and to support the work. And the plan is to use the funding of the index and recording clerk to accomplish this. And if there's the $5,000 difference or so, she's found money within her own budget to not require any additional funds.
Move it.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. GO2 is authorized to fill 1 full-time senior motor vehicle cashier. And at the time of the 26th budget, another cashier in the DMV was, the senior motor vehicle cashier was eliminated. That was the title that Christine held. And she's asking to have the senior motor vehicle cashier continue and use the funding of the cashier to accomplish this. She made the case that there are specific duties that only a senior could do. She feels she'll have more versatility if she has the senior and not the entry-level cashier.
I'll move it for discussion.
Okay,
Second.
okay,
So I guess, obviously a senior motor vehicle cashier must make more money than a regular cashier, I'm assuming. That, correct assumption?
They can do
It's
different.
about 1,900 more for the full year.
Okay, and where is the extra money coming from?
We have money in our budget this year from the position not being filled in January, February, and March. Up to this point, so there will be no impact on the budget this year. We're actually ahead of the game on budget this year.
Since it's been vacant since January, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay,
I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and GO4 is an agreement with Tri Delta Resources for IT software development. The resolution indicates it's $175 an hour at a cost not to exceed $14,000. And this is an IT resolution that passed in committee. And I'll bring GO5 into is to sign a one-year renewal agreement for $28,800 with dual multi-factor software. And it's a cybersecurity tool to protect the county systems, much as I know about it. But both of those, GO4 and GO5, were presented by Tom Bunn and they were supported.
move the bundle.
Second.
Okay, any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, planning and public works?
Thank you, Madam Chair. PPW1 authorization to extend bids. Apparently this is for the highway department, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Thank you. So glad you're paying
So
attention.
some of our bids we extend and then some of them we have to go back out to bid. So these are the ones that Brian's gonna extend, that the vendors were willing to hold their pricing at.
Awesome.
Move it.
I'll second.
And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. PPW2 authorization for highway superintendent to fill motor equipment operator, medium position in the county highway department.
Move it.
Mark, move.
I'll second.
Second, Elaine, thank you. Any questions? Splendid. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. 3, authorization of the chair of the legislature to execute an agreement between Hobart and William Smith Colleges and Cayuga County for implementation of the Finger Lakes Institute fiscal year 2026 Owasco Watershed Monitoring Program.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? And this, I'm assuming, is for the analysis of the buoy?
Yes. Yeah.
We did. Well, I have a question.
Sure.
I think last year when we authorized this again, I asked specifically that we get a copy of the report. And not, you know, the engineers, you know, translation of this is what I feel the report says. I wanted to see the report. I don't believe the legislature got that. I'd like to ask that again for this year. I know it won't come until late October, November, I'm assuming.
We can request a copy.
Carrie, sure.
Sure. Mark, perfect point. So that is still being finalized, which is why the contract runs March through the end of the year. Michelle and I are getting that finalized from Hobart right now. We'll make sure as soon as it's ready that you get it.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And maybe we can extend an invitation for, I don't remember her name. She came-
Dr. Lisa Kleckner, yes, she can come again
Yes.
if you'd like.
Yes, I mean, she was terribly informative and I enjoyed her presentation and gave an overall of what she finds. And I think it's important.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll
That
make
we-
sure that we'll set that up. We'll work with the chair to set that up for a future full ledge meeting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor?
Bye.
Aye.
Did I cover it, Fred? Any opposed? Thank you. PPW4, authorize the chair of the legislature to execute an agreement between Onondaga Community College's Small Business Development Center and Cayuga County for small business technical assistance and training services to the Cayuga County and small business community from 1/1/26 to 12/31/26.
I'll move. I'll second then. Look at us.
Oh,
I know it.
you're on it. I'm impressed.
No sleeping.
We'll get to that later. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, judicial and public safety, Mark?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Judicial and Public Safety has a total of 9 resolutions, and we had 1 added resolution at committee. I will separate that one from the bundle. I would like to bundle JP 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. All those resolutions basically are reauthorizing contracts, longstanding contracts.
I move 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 for.
Okay.
Separating out just 4 and 8.
That and the other one that was added at the committee.
Okay. I'll second.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
Motion to approve. And we have a second. Any discussion on the bundle? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. JP 4, authorization to fill 1 probation officer, 2 title in the Cayuga County Probation Department. Tyrone did speak of that. I think they had somebody around. I believe. Want to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, due to retirement. The salary would be, it was budgeted and the salary would be, starting salary would be $68,397.
I'll move that.
I have a motion. I need a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion on JP 4? Hearing none, all in favor? JP 8, authorizing the sheriff to fill 1 vacant detective position in the Cayuga County Sheriff's Office and any backfill.
I'll move that.
I have a motion. I need a second.
I'll second.
I have a second. Any discussion on JP 8?
What does that mean? And any backfill?
Well, if there's somebody were to be hired within the sheriff's department, it would be a promotion for that person to move up into the detective's position. And they would.
It wouldn't need another resolution for that one. This would cover the,
Still behind.
okay,
It's a fill behind. Yes, correct.
typically see that. Thank you.
Okay, any other discussion on JP 8? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. The resolution, and I asked Brenda at the committee meeting if we could, for purposes of the meeting, call this JP 10. It's authorizing the chairperson of the legislature to execute a contract amendment between the Cayuga County Probation Department and Catalyst Court and land records for no cost access to C and analytics. The way I understand it, looking at this, it is for the ankle monitoring things, and this is the one that you said, we had a contract, you switched vendors and we were saving some.
That's what I think he's doing. I don't know if he's on.
I'm looking at
I'm
it.
not sure what the no cost something is. What's that? What's
I have the resolution here.
the of that?
So there's, if I could jump in quick,
Okay.
there's an additional service that at the time the contract was originally entered was being charged for. There was some pushback by counties, some intervention by the state. So now that additional, let's call it a module, is now free. Since we're amending the contract, well, since we're increasing the scope, we have to amend the contract. And
You're not changing vendors then?
Not changing.
Oh, this is-
Okay, you're just,
This is,
Heading on.
Changing
my
the
mistake.
services
Okay.
of the
Two
vendor.
monitors that.
Right, and it's at no cost, time healed all that.
and that's why the price went down because something has been left, something's no longer eligible to be charged
Well,
for?
the price didn't change. When the contract was originally entered into, it was an additional cost for this module. It's now been worked out that it doesn't cost anything extra. It's something that Tyrone believes is.
That's why it went from 9 to 3 or something, didn't he?
No, that was a different resolution.
Okay.
Correct, man? Am I correct on that
just
one?
I'm not sure.
All right, I have the resolution here.
You just go through it,
I
yeah.
can just go through it. It's, whereas the probation department currently has a contract with Catalyst for Caseload Explorer, the operating system used in the probation department, and whereas CE Analytics was not part of the original contract due to an additional cost, and whereas CE Analytics would be a helpful addition to Caseload Explorer as it would automatically calculate data stored in Caseload Explorer, such as supervision and investigations, related burdens, contact, compliance, clients needing attention and data integrity. And whereas the information at this time needs to be searched and can only be done individually for each individual client. And whereas this is an initiative of OPCA, OPCA, and Canalytics to make this service available to all probation departments statewide at no cost.
Oh, so we're getting a new module that he said we should have had even before, and we're getting it now without paying for any
It's
of it.
resolved, and I'll just add the resolve that the chair of the county legislature be hereby authorized to execute the contract amendments to the Catalyst Court and Land Records for C Analytics for the Cayuga County Probation Department for the term of existing contract that expires June 30th, 2029.
Thanks, no, yeah, okay, thank you.
So what did he say? You call me a name?
Yes, under my breath.
You never finished it, huh?
I read the resolve.
All right, you asked about the number. What did he say? Is that JP 10?
Yeah.
JP 10.
I'm on pins and needles over here, wondering what that number is.
I said that earlier.
JP 10.
JP 10. I can sleep tonight.
Did we get a first and a second?
We did not.
Okay, I will support that resolution.
I need a second.
So move.
Any other discussion about JP 10?
Thank you. See, you referred to it now.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. I'm done, Madam Chair.
All right, I think so is the meeting. There's no other business. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay,